Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the Honda S90, built in the middle 60s. This was Honda's idea of giving you a lightweight 90cc sport bike with just enough power to make you feel like a rebel, but not enough to actually get you into any trouble. 4-stroke single cylinder, 4-speed transmission, about 8 horsepower, basically a sewing machine with a speedo. And this one, restored to showroom glory, shiny enough to blind you, but under that perfect paint job, rumors of a shifting situation. Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're with a Honda S90 from the middle 60s. I don't know exactly what year it is, but it is awesome. Let's start up front, not just with the telescoping forks, but turn signals, front and rear. Look, this is what, pot metal, aluminum? Pretty awesome. You never see those. And this guy has 2,655 miles on it. Really good shape. Look at it. Restored some time ago, but really, really pretty. So it has the upper and lower chain guard. The lower typically misplaced just because somebody took it off to clean the chain and never put it back on. So the turn signals made me think that it was a JDM, a Japanese domestic market. And this badging right here makes me think it was the Japanese domestic market because it's not in English. It is pretty awesome. You don't see that often, not in the US. So everything, I mean, it's really pretty. When you look, the front fender, this is a friend of mine's bike. He has the front fender, and it's got a little ding in it that he's having repaired. But this one has he said it's got a shifting problem, 2 and 3. So we're going to see if we can take it out for a ride, see if we can replicate said shifting problems, and then figure out what we need to do. Could you imagine being a 15-year-old kid in 1967 and you got one of these and this was your ride to school? Holy crap. These are one of my favorite things. I just love these little add-on things. This is a little, it's from the factory just to keep the mud off. So smart. So smart. Well, let me get the, let's put the camera on. Let's see if we can start this guy up and see if we can take it for a ride and test ride it and see if we figure out what's wrong with it. Okay, let's turn the key on. Shifter out. Fuel is on. Kick it and it turns into a Honda. Sounds good. There's not much gas in it, so we're just going to go up and down the street just for a second. Oh, I got a turn signal on? Yes. Oh, we also said the turn signals weren't working, so we'll try to see if we can sort those out. That'll be fun. Oh, we may be out of gas. No, a little. At least it's easy to push. Feels strong. Nice first gear. Brakes. Whoa. Brakes. Yeah, no second. No. Yeah, let's see what we get. This is first. No second. Or clear neutral. Is that fourth? No, that's, whoa. So, I feel like I have third. This feels like third. That's fourth. That's it. Hold on, what is this shift pattern? That's 1, 2. Hold on, is it just all down? 3. I think it's all down. Let me know the shift pattern on these things. I think I have all 4. And neutral is on the bottom. Let's see. Oh, it's a rotary shift. It just keeps going around. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this should be neutral. Neutral. And then if I go down again, let me slow down. If I go down again, should be 1. Yeah. This should be 2. This should be 3. And that should be 4. Did I fix it? Maybe he was thinking 1 down. If you think 1 down and 4 up, or 3 up, yeah, it would throw you off depending on where you were starting in that neutral. Because the neutral is going to be, okay, let's see if we can figure this out. That's neutral. So if I go down, I'm going to be in 1. That's 1. But if I go up, I'm in neutral. And then that should be 4th. 3rd. 2nd. Yeah, I think I fixed it. I think I may have fixed the shift problem. This is a nice bike. Okay, you gotta find the neutral. That's 1. You just gotta keep track. 1 and then down. 2. Down. 3. Yeah, I'll do some research. I was just riding it blind, just see what it is. But I know some of them have a rotary shift, if you will. God, I want to come up. This thing is awesome. It's beautiful. I may have fixed it. I'll do some research. And if you guys let me know down below. S90s, especially JDMs, because this tag on the side may be the deciding factor, right? Its VIN plate is definitely Japanese. Horn works, yeah. I'll do some research on this, this shift pattern. I gotta get home, it's starting to rain. I got stuff out in the driveway. It's only gonna rain for 3 minutes, if that long. This bike is nice. Okay, so let's review really quick. I was in 1, so if I go up, no, I was in 4. So neutral, down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4, down neutral. Oh, I died. And down 1. Oh, boy, I shifted up. 2, that's it. It looks like we got to the bottom of our shifting issue. It looks like it was just the shift pattern. You know, it's not on here. I didn't look, but it's not on here. And some of them had different shift patterns, different places. So this one being a Japanese domestic market, that's where we ended up with. So although this is the first rotary, you know, neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, one more is neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no stopping point. It just keeps going around. So that's the part that threw him off when he was riding. He had just got this thing not that long ago, and when I called him up to talk to him about it, I said, so what's the shift pattern? He said 1 down and 3 up. And that's what he was running into, starting off in 1 and then shifting through neutral into 4th on this bike. But that's the one thing that I noticed when I was riding the bike is that, well, you know how when you're shifting a normal bike, which is 1 down, 4 up, that neutral is like a half shift. It's kind of in between 1 and 2. On this bike, it's not like halfway between 1 and 2. So it's a full shift up and then a full shift up to get to the next one. So that's the part that was throwing him off. When he would shift up, it wasn't in, and it's a total, you know, I'm not throwing rocks at him. I'm just understanding. We talked through it. When you're in first and you shift up in a solid shift and you feel it click into gear, but you're in neutral, then something's wrong. In your normal brain, you're thinking something's wrong with the transmission. Then you shift up again, which you're thinking you're shifting into 3rd, which is 3rd, or 4th at that point, and it's on its face, right? So it's really weird, and that's what it was. So we fixed it. And guys, this is up. I've had this similar thing, not with a rotary shift, because this is the first one I've ever ridden like this. But I got an RD 250 years ago. The guy I got it from said, hey, low compression, it's going to need to be rebuilt. So I said, no problem. I shoved it in the garage. I'll get to it when I get to it. I didn't have anything into it, so it was like no big deal. COVID came around, became my COVID project. I said, hey, I'm going to build this thing up just with parts and stuff we have here. So rolled it out, pressure washed it, realized that it was a 6-speed transmission, and a previous owner, not the guy I got it from, had flipped the shifter, so made it like rear sets. So flipped the shifter backwards, so the shift pattern was backwards, right? Thinking you're in first gear, it idle like a champ, and then you click into what you were thinking was first, and you were clicking into 6th, because it was backwards. And once I figured that out, thing was perfect, right? So it's an easy thing to be able to overlook, but I'm glad that we got this thing done. I wish I had more gas. And I'm going to get some more gas, and then I'm going to take this thing for a proper ride so we can test it out. But yeah, it's awesome. It's a great motorcycle. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.